Morning everyone, we have CvC today. We have so many exciting things in the last 24 hours. We heard, of course, already announced that Ninja, a content creator in some other game, never heard of him. Apparently he's really big. I'm just too old for this. It's gonna be a champion, but the champion doesn't look very good. I mean, the skills have been revealed online. His AoE does a freeze. Yeah, so does Gurgle. It doesn't remove any buffs, unlike Gurgle, and it's magic affinity, so it can weak hit, and it's got a 4 multiplier, which isn't great. So it's more of an epic champion, right? I mean, no offense. Promo code is Ninja. I've already used mine. I'm going to try again in 6 hours and 34 minutes to see if it works. It gives really great rewards for 6 days. We have clan to clan matching in 20 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to reveal that. And we have a great lineup in Gods and Legends. Who do we have? We have me, Jeruji, huge Kraken. J-Bar, huge Kraken. Percival, our leader. Smash-a-Lot, Ali, Dragon Paws, Nota, Mingdad, dude with Chinese name, Galen, Hacked, Twiddle, Alfred, Ray. Who is this? Oh. And then Hammer, Bolslow, Rufus, YouTube channel, check it out, Malays, Trail, Shamrock, Doomface, Buzel, who's really good at Arena, Lupex, really good at Arena, Palk, Fididi, Marichi, Grimjo, and Scotty. And here we go. Who are we against? Consortium. Yeah, we're going to beat them. Oh, but there's no reaction banner. Oh, I'm so sad. There's no reaction banner. Who are they? They've won 4 times. I don't know these guys. English. Do I recognize any of them? Fairy Gone. Now, why does that sound really familiar? Oh, is that just a really Salt Pappy? Okay, some of them sound familiar. Frozen. Ah, yeah, he runs like Frostset Duchess. I remember this guy. Frostset Duchess, right? Sia. Okay. Some of them sound familiar. Are they some of them ex-Tau players? Okay. What's happening here? Nothing's happening here. Yeah, okay. Don't spam me with pop-ups. Let's just go through. So usually I should check if there's a 2x on some of the clan versus clan events. I really should check that rather than just jump straight into. Wow, someone got a Duchess. Nice. Okay, let's have a quick look at objectives. Dragon. Oh, just go away. Like, why is Dragon on 2x? Let's go to channel 720. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to ignore that and just keep doing this because I've got tokens that I need to burn and the tournament's on. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, CvC, new crappy legendary, it's the usual, right? I mean, I'm still excited because it's something to do, but I guess the only thing that would excite my subscribers is if I do the Sacred Shards now. Are they going to have some kind of champion event? I don't want to do the Sacred Shards and miss out on some kind of champion of event or something, right? I mean, I know you're all here for my Sacred Shards. I know it. I don't even do Finite very well because I just can't be bothered, and my iPad keeps heating up. How many minutes have I got? 7 hours on my tokens for tag. That's fine. Shall I? Let's do this then. Let's do some mystery sacrifices. I always try to sacrifice some mystery shards for no real good reason. Here we go. Here we go. Lego on the first one. Please, please, please. Oh, no. If I get it on the first, it will be like Pog. So I'm going to do it to the first legendary. Yeah, blue hair guy. Oh, I've run out of room already. Oh, I didn't know. I've run out of room. What am I leveling now? Level some spirit champions, I guess, or something. I don't know. I think I'm leveling. Okay. Okay. Please, please, don't use up all my sacreds. Yes, 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 yes! I actually wanted Kimi. Okay, it's a dupe, but it's okay. Nice, nice, nice. Tight, tight, tight. How many shards was that? It was like 5 shards, 4 shards. I didn't even count. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, okay. All right. I'm happy. I am super happy. I wanted Kimi. I wanted Kimi. Let's have a look at Kimi. I think not even I'm that familiar with Kimi. Aura, Doom Tower. Oh, screams PvE, you know. Attacks one enemy, A1. Then attacks the enemy with the highest turn meter. This is really interesting. Will attack the same enemy twice if the initial target also has the highest turn meter. That would only happen. So say you have the mastery that reduces turn meter, right? So if we go to masteries, if you have this one, evil eye, decreases the target turn meter when this champion hits them with the default skill for the first time. 20% if it's single target. So Kimi is single target. And so if they have a really fast champion and then everything else is much slower, which is rare, but it does happen. Some people lead with something super fast and then no real follow-up, right? Then it'll hit them twice. But generally speaking, this will decrease the turn meter of their 2 fastest champions, right? If they do like Siphi Arbiter, you would get them both with the A1, which is amazing because normally, like say even for Hegemon A1, you can't, it's random. You can't guarantee that you hit their 2 fastest champions. So if they do, like say Arbiter Kaima, right? You hit Arbiter, but their Kaima will still go because their Kaima is super fast, right? Maybe over speed tuned, right? This allows you to slow down both their Arbiter and Kaima, which means that you don't have to be as fast. You don't have to put a Kaima there as a guarantee almost, or putting a Lysandra as a guarantee. So this is super nice, right? This is a really nice counter speed. But you have to make Lady Kimi fast. Now she has 115 base speed, so you have a hope of doing that, but she is not Hegemon. There's no guarantee, right? So I think it's interesting, but it may not be practically that useful, but the mechanics is definitely interesting. The second hit has a 50% chance decrease by 15%. So this will be on top of the existing one. So what you could do here, now I'm just thinking out loud, right? I haven't really planned this, so I might be wrong, is you could hit their second fastest turn meter champion. So for example, they do Arbiter Kaima, you could hit Kaima. Then the second hit hits Arbiter, their fastest, reducing her turn meter by both the Evil Eye and the 15%, which would be a lot. I mean, I think it's nice, but it's predicated on you going first, right? So if you had a Valk, maybe Lady Kimi can cut in, but if you had a Valk, you don't really need her to cut in. So I'm not so sure about this, you know. Might be able to mess up the enemy Madame and Tronda kind of order. So if you attack their Tronda, the second hit will hit their Madame. So it will reduce Madame's turn meter much more than Tronda. The first hit just reduces Tronda's turn meter. The second hit reduces Madame's turn meter more, right? So it will mess up their order if you cut in. Because often if your Valk cuts in, it doesn't really disrupt the order that much. I mean, your Valk can A1 their Madame, right? Which disrupts the order. So I don't know. I feel like you need a Valk for this to work, but if you had a Valk, I mean, I guess you could have a Hegemon with Kimi, right? A Hegemon can come in and disrupt their leads, and then Kimi can come in. Yeah, that's how it would work. Okay, sorry it took me some time to figure that out. You have a Hegi, right, that comes in, and then you use this to disrupt the order of their nuker and debuffer. You can't use a Valk for that because they haven't got any buffs, so Valk wouldn't cut in. So Kimi being the next fastest would cut in, and Kimi would guarantee to be the second fastest because your Hegemon has slowed them down with the A1. That's nice, that'll work. So what else does she bring to the table? I mean, she can't just be A1ing people for the rest of the kind of round, right? A2. Attacks all enemies, has 75% chance of placing a 50% decreased ACC. I mean, decreased accuracy is useful, but if you use your A1 on your first turn, you wouldn't really be using your A2 anytime soon. And by the time you use it, you probably know whether you're winning or not. And decreased speed for 2 turns. Also has a 75% chance, 100 when booked, of decreasing each target's turn meter by 15%. So you could, if you're not interested in disrupting the order of the enemy champion, like you want their Tronda to go before their Madame, you could do this and just decrease the accuracy of their Madame. I mean, 50% decrease in accuracy is a lot, right? I mean, a 50% buff to their accuracy, like can go from 400 to 600. But if you're decreasing something, like say they have 800 accuracy, you're decreasing it down to 400. That hurts. Like if your champions have like 500 resistance with aura 600, then Madame is basically useless. It doesn't change their order because you're decreasing everyone's turn meter equally, but changing their accuracy, it's not unuseful, right? You can think about that. Remove one random buff from each enemy. I don't like that. Anything random is bad. Then has a 75% chance of placing block buffs. Debuff for 2 turns on enemies who have buffs removed. Random and conditional. Super bad. I mean, block buffs is super nice, but conditional removing a buff and passing an accuracy check? No, man. You have to pass an accuracy check as well. Also fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%, places a 50% increased ACC buff and 30% increase by all allies. So I think it's more of a buff, right? Right. The enemy part is not something you can count on, but increased accuracy, increased speed is not a bad thing. So the way I see Kimi is that she has the cutting and she has 3 options to really change the game. She can do an A1 to change the order, an A2 to decrease the capability of their Madame, and possibly for you to cut in with increased defense, since the Madame can no longer strip it. And then finally, this increases your own accuracy to nuke, right? Okay, that's great. So if you play a defensive team that relies on enemy nuking without defense down, like a high defense team, you would use A1. If you're playing a like a go second unkillable high high resistance team, you would use A2. If you are a nuker team, speed team yourself, you're cutting, then you just want more accuracy, more speed, and more turn meter, which is your A3, and you may want block buffs so that their SP doesn't proc, right? But that's predicated on you removing some buffs and passing an accuracy check. Okay, so I can see the A2, A1, A2, A3 all being useful in different ways, and I will do a demo video of Lady Kimi using all three in different combinations and different moves in a separate video. Okay, I can see that working. It's a bit challenging, but it'll work. Whenever this champion places a debuff on enemy, okay, so that comes from A2 or conditional A3, also decreases the enemy's turn meter by 5% for each debuff placed. Well, so it's either conditional 5% or 10%, right? It's not huge. I mean, 10% turn meter is huge, but it's based on something else. Whenever the champion or an ally receives a debuff, fills their turn meter by 5% for each debuff received. And that's interesting. I mean, that's a little bit like the reverse of Valk, right? Because Valk decreases the enemy turn meter by the number of buffs they receive. This is the reverse. I mean, the first passive part here doesn't make as much sense. It's like if you're ahead, like you've already cut in with your Madame or your Kimi or whatever, you reduce them even further. Okay, so you press your advantage. That's usually less useful. Because if you're leading and if you got your speeds all tuned, you don't need more advantage. You will go anyway. Reducing their turn meter a little bit more won't transform the game. But the second one's interesting. So whenever this champion ally receives a debuff, fills their turn meter by 5% for each debuff received. 5% for each debuff isn't a lot. So if you think about enemy Madame, it lands you 2 debuffs. So your turn meter goes up 10%. Maybe you cut in before Trunda. If you cut in before Trunda, what would you do though? So anyone can cut in before Trunda, not just Kimi. But if it was Kimi, what would you do? Decreasing her accuracy is a bad idea for Trunda, right? It just makes her double hit more likely. Decreasing accuracy on the A2. She doesn't stun or crowd control, so reducing Trunda's turn meter, okay, maybe allows you to cut in a nuke Trunda. Her aura isn't arena. It's an interesting champion. It's not a Valk, but it has similar ideas to a Valk, but it works more on debuffs rather than buffs. So Valk is really useful because enemy typically has to buff something, and that allows Valk to come in. Now, of course, some enemies like Arbiter only does a light, attack up buff. Here, Kimi is reverse. It requires some debuffs, but the problem is, by the time the enemy lands debuffs, you're already in trouble. And the second issue is, it's only 5%. Now, if this says increase allies' turn meters by 15% per debuff, that would be huge. But normally the enemy just wants to do defense down. It's just one debuff. And buffing your turn meter by 5%, by the time you already have received decreased defense, is a bit dangerous. It's really dangerous, right? So, yeah, I mean, I like Kimi. I do. I think it's really interesting mechanisms and they kind of make sense, but it will be really hard to get her right. I mean, the graphics is insane. I mean, I love this cloak. Look at that radiating pattern coming out the lotus flower. Beautiful. She has this female samurai kind of armor, and she has this glaive. Super nice. Super nice. A nice little short katana, kind of short sword there. Nice armor. Possibly much more European kind of armor. But her shoes are definitely very Japanese kind of shoes. Super nice. Super nice. I think she combines that kimono and samurai and European kind of armor super well. And she has horns that glow with blue flame. I mean, really nice. How you quite use her properly in arena, I gotta figure this out. I mean, the A1, A2, A3 works really well. The passive is super interesting. I'm trying to think of scenarios for that to work. And I'm having trouble with that, if I'm being honest, because if she gets either slept or crowd controlled or anything like that, then her turn meter does go up. She can cut in, but she'll be controlled, so she can't do anything. I don't know. I mean, another way she might work is that if the enemy provokes her, she'll come in with the A1, and it'll reduce the turn meter of not only the provoked champion but a secondary champion, right? Which has really high turn meter. So if the enemy does something like, I don't know, Arbiter Molly provokes Kimi, Kimi comes in with A1, it will reduce the turn meter of their Madame, and their Trunda would then nuke before their Madame, right? That would work. So, okay, so if the enemy has Arbiter, Molly, Madame, Trunda, Molly provokes, Kimi comes in with the A1 on Molly, the secondary hit of the A1 reduces the turn meter of Madame, which is the next fastest, by a lot more, and then their Trunda would go before their Madame. But would you really put up your own speed team or Kimi against a team like that? Not really, right? I mean, extremely situational is the way I'll put it. Maybe more of a PvE champion. You know, this debuff scaling against nether spider poisons or something might boost turn meters a lot, but you don't really need it. I mean, you just cleanse and keep doing what you're doing, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe other people have a better guide on thinking about Kimi. I'll try her out. How many books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Shall I book? I've only got. How many have I got? What am I doing? Oh, here. 13 books. Ah, it's perfect for Kimi. What are the rewards like? So it's reaction rings first. Oh, we have to get reaction amulet. Yeah, get reaction amulet. I mean, I don't need any more rings. Yeah, claim that later. Elegias. Sorry. Noble mortal. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. All right, none of you want to watch me just go through this like 50 times, right? Um, None of you want to watch me go through this 50 times, right? So, all right, that's it then. Yeah, got Kimi. Hope you enjoyed that. Over and out.